I'm Natalie.
I'm Gladys.
I'm Lloyd. And I'm Johnny.
Almost everyone who has owned a pet during their life has gotten that pet for a reason, whether it be companionship, money, breeding, or any other reason. When we think of our pets, we don't think of them as food. Most of us love them like they're our children, and we would do anything to protect them within capable means of protection. Hi, my name is Mary Hoffer, and I'm here today to ask you to support the American Horse Slaughter Prevention Act, or the HR 503 and the S311. Every 5 minutes, an American horse is slaughtered for human consumption. I said it, human consumption. People eat these. The video that you just witnessed is a crash that happened in Illinois. It's known as the famous Wadsworth crash. A double-decker carrier cattle trailer was carrying 59 Belgian draft horses when it ran through a stoplight and crashed. The horses were mangled inside the truck for 5 hours while rescue workers and community helpers helped pull them out. 9 of the horses were already dead. 6 later died due to sustained injuries from the accident. When you take a horse to an auction, there are people there known as killer buyers. These buyers are there specifically to buy horses for slaughterhouses. They are sometimes even the highest bidder. Once these killer buyers purchase the horses, they are then taken into a cattle trailer, which is made for cattle because horses' heads sit too high for the trailers. They are taken to the slaughterhouse and unloaded into holding pens without food and water, or they are kept in the cattle trailer until the workers are ready for them. Sometimes it can be hours or days. Once they are entered into the slaughterhouse, they are beaten with fiberglass rods into the kill box. Once inside the kill box, they shoot the horses in the head, or they'll beat them and then shoot them in the head with a captive bolt or a rifle. Sometimes it takes them quite a few times to get the horses down, and sometimes the horses aren't even fully dead when they hoist the horses up on their hind legs and slit their throats. There were 3 U.S.-based facilities in Texas and Illinois. In 2007, the court ordered these bases closed. These facilities are now trying to appeal the court's ruling. There are also many states, 48 I believe, who are trying to gain horse slaughter facilities. We're trying to stop them from accessing these means. Since the closing of the Texas and Illinois slaughterhouses, the increase to Canada, to Mexico actually, has been 312%. Of horses have been sent to Mexico for slaughter, and a 41% increase to Canada. The USDA estimated that 35,000 horses were sent for slaughter in 2007 to Canada, which is the 41% increase from 2006, and this is from avma.org. No horse is safe from slaughter. Race horses, very expensive horses, cheap horses, the wild horses who we are trying to save, and also children's horses. Any horse can be sent to slaughter. Horse meat is being deported to Europe and Asia, where it is a big delicacy. What can be done to stop this horror? First, you can advocate against horse slaughter. Be careful who you sell your horse to. Killer buyers can pronounce themselves to be people who they really aren't. There were cases known where people were supposed to have the foals from their mares. When they went to get the foal, the horse was slaughtered. Push the HR 503 and the S311. These are the bills that Congress keeps failing to pass because it sits in their seat for over a year, and then therefore you have to restart the bill. So call your congressman and write the Senate to try to pass these bills to end the horse slaughter. You can also visit the websites below to learn more about horse slaughter and discover things that they do to the horses. Many horses are stolen from people's yards, or they can be stolen from anywhere. When killer buyers get desperate, they steal horses, and by the time they get into Mexico, it's no longer a U.S. horse. So therefore, there's nothing that the United States can do. Horses have been slaughtered for years without people knowing. I just learned of this about 2 years ago, and I've had horses my entire life. What happens once the horse enters Mexico or Canada? Like I said, it's no longer a U.S. horse, so there's nothing that can be done. This is why we're trying to stop this from happening. Don't let this happen to our horses. It's an inhumane act, and horse slaughtering is not an act of euthanasia, it's slaughter. We can end this suffering by supporting the American Horse Slaughter Prevention Act. So please visit AWI online or thehumanesociety.org to learn more about this information. The things that we ran through were the Wadsworth crash, the killer buyers, and the slaughter, the ways that they slaughter your horses. This information also came from AWI online and thehumanesociety.org. Included in this speech is a video that I would like you to take a look at, and it would also be my thing. This is a horse who has been hoisted up by a tiny rope, which is also humane. They should be strapped into harnesses, just like your dog would have a harness on it. A horse would have such a similar harness to hold it when it was sick and couldn't stand up on its legs. This horse is emaciated, and it looks like it has footprints all over his stomach, and his head is dropped, so he's probably already dead before he's even gotten into the kill box. And he's being hung by his tail and the rope around his front legs. These horses are being stabbed by a man, looks like a knife. They're stabbing the horses in the head, and this horse is trying to get out of the kill box zone. So if you could join and fight to advocate against these horses, this is not what they asked for. They're being sold for meat in Europe. Italy, if you've ever tried to travel to Italy, ate something you didn't know what it was, possibly horse meat. Asia is very famous for their horse meat. Europe, Belgium, also, they eat horse meat in Belgium. Kind of gross. Some people eat dogs. They're not bred for this reason.